Well, hello everyone. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, right? Um, I was very fortunate and blessed in that I got to have lunch with my 86-year-old dad, and I did spend some time with my daughter last night. She spent today with her dad's family, so I was very blessed there. But I wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about gratitude and thanks and being thankful and why that's so important. I'm moving today, and so that's why you guys haven't really seen me reading in the last couple of days. I've been busy. I'm surrounded by boxes right now. My tarot cards, I had to pack in a little box. They're in my front seat though, so I hope to be, doing readings again real soon. But at any rate, a lot of folks are like, oh no, you poor dear, that timing of moving is, terrible for you. It's over Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm moving to a nicer place. I am thankful. I'm thankful to have a home to move to, okay? Look, I couldn't have more reasons to celebrate Thanksgiving. What better way to celebrate Thanksgiving than to be boxing up things that are meaningful to me, right? And move to a new place. Number one, to have a place, and number two, to move to a nicer place. I mean, my goodness. I mean, it all is how you look at things, right? So, let's talk about Thanksgiving and giving thanks and why I think we should be celebrating Thanksgiving every day of our lives if we're, particularly, it's all about, it's a part of raising your vibration, okay? It's one component. And working law of attraction, of course, right? There's many things that I could sit here and talk about that are positive that I could be thankful for. Certainly my relationship with my dad, my daughter, my friends, my family, my loved ones, right? Great job. That's all the easy part, right? Good food today. That's easy. Okay. I'm going to tell you what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for coming up and having childhood trauma. It happened for me, not to me, right? I'm thankful for the relationship failures. It happened for me, and it taught me a lot about myself and, how not to live life, right? I'm thankful for the career failures. I learned again the importance of manifesting the right career opportunity as opposed to the next or the one with the highest pay, right? I recently started in a new position, right? And it's kind of interesting because, in my area, in my field, jobs with my level of expertise do not come around every day, right? It's very rare in a good economy. Well, the economy is certainly not the best right now. We all know that. But in the same week, I had two opportunities, both of which would have been, I believe, great places to be affiliated with. Really nice atmosphere, very nice people, both very family-oriented and that sort of thing. I had both opportunities offered to me, and I took the one paying exactly to the penny $50,000 a year less than the other one. That's called following your intuition, okay? Doesn't always make sense on paper, but the components and the variables within the two positions, both, of course, I could live very comfortably and fine in both situations, right? But the one that I chose gave me more time off, okay? And, having a 15-year-old daughter, and, raising her with the thought that she will be, you know, an independent functioning adult who doesn't need her mother anymore. You know, I've got a couple of more years to really put in with her, and I want to spend that time with her and my father, who is 86, right? For obvious reasons, I want to spend as much time with him as I can. And, you know, it gives me a lot of time to spend doing this, which is my passion, and that is talking to you about life experiences. But, you know, the bottom line is this as it relates to gratitude. I am thankful for every heartbreak, every failure, every setback. Those are the experiences that made me who I am today, right? It wasn't the easy wins. It wasn't. No. I mean, I love those things, right? But did they really teach me all that much? No. What taught me and what, you know, humbled me and brought me to my knees so that I could build the new me that you know now, instead of the raging, you know, lunatic that existed in this same body, you know, 5, 10, 15 years ago. Those are the things that I'm grateful for, because for once in my life, I have peace, I have happiness, and I have love, and I have the things that I want and need, because everything I need is in here, right? You hear me talk about that a lot. So I don't regret. If you asked me, you know, and thank you, Rich, for this, for saying this, because I feel the same way. He said this in a reading that I watched today, and he said, if you offered me a time machine to go back and undo all of those things in my life that brought me to my knees, and, you know, he recounted some things in his life that he had gone through. I've gone through similar, some of it similar, okay, a lot, you know, very traumatic childhood, a lot of financial loss, and certainly, you know, my heart being torn apart. But, you know, I broke my own heart. I'm just going to say that. You know, and I talk about that a lot in Soul Connections. It's self-imprisonment when you're addicted to other people. Now, certainly, anytime a relationship or any kind of, you know, and not necessarily even always a romantic one, but anytime, you know, something goes to the side or, you know, not in a good way, it hurts, okay? It hurts your heart. But at the same time, it's all about learning and growing, right? And, you know, I'm thankful for you guys, too. Because when I started this channel, I had no idea how much I would learn from you guys and how much love I would feel from you guys and how much support and how many other people, you know, had or were having life experiences like me. And I think sometimes just knowing that we're not alone in this seeming insanity, right? I don't know if that even is grammatically correct. I'm tired. I've been packing boxes all day, okay? So just go along with it, okay? But you know, just to know that you're not alone. And at the end of the day, and I've said this a lot, we all have to save ourselves, right? Because everybody else is busy saving themselves. I mean, you know, we talk to each other and we share our experiences. Those are tools to help each other, right? I mean, it's kind of like, you know, my soul family, whenever I first started in this journey, you know, they were able to give me information and put the tools in my hand, but it was up to me to go inside and do, you know, surgery on myself. And likewise, I mean, that's why I'm here, is to share the things I've learned, hopefully, you know, with you guys, so that, you know, you'll have what you need. And then, you know what, though, this is what's incredible about this entire thing. You guys have taught me, okay, as much or more than I could have ever, you know, said to you that may have encouraged you or, you know, shed some light on some things. So I'm very thankful for this channel. I try not to be emotional here, but, you know, there's been times that, you know, I struggled with sharing my truth with you all and speaking truth. And I said, you know what, I have to do this. And and at the time I'm like, I'm probably going to lose subscribers. I'm going to get a lot of hateful comments but I'm not here for the masses. I'm here for the ones that are interested in the same thing I'm interested in raising our vibration and finding the peace and the happiness and the freedom and the joy and the love, right, that is there for all of us, right? And what's really funny is the times that I've shared from my true heart, from the depths of my heart, right? And I thought what I would say would be controversial. The response has been overwhelming. And what that tells me is that there's a lot of people out there like me that are very hungry for truth and learning. And I'm not I say this a lot, I'm not the end all be all. I'm learning just like you, and I share when I learn, right? I don't know everything. I watch a lot of other people that, I have a lot of mentors who are much further along than me in their ascension and raising their vibration. And, there's too many to name, but I'm grateful for all of them for sharing with me. And, I can't pay it back to them, but my responsibility is to pay it forward. And, the overwhelming response that I get whenever I share my truths tells me that there's a lot of people that are just so starved for authenticity and real, okay? And a lot of times things that I share, it's a little bit difficult, okay? But I find that that's interestingly what you guys seem to be hungry for, is just honesty and truth. And I hope that you all can, if you can't already, that at some point along your path, you can come to a point where you are able to be thankful for every single experience in your life and see how it helped you to see your strength. I used to say it'll make you stronger, but I've kind of changed that. You are already, Glinda the Good Witch, right, in Wizard of Oz, right? Remember when she turned to Dorothy and she said, "You had the power all along, my dear." Well, we did. We just didn't know it. And when we go through this stuff is when we find out how strong we are, how resilient we are, how intuitive we can be, how smart we can be whenever we are doing energy work daily, right? So anyway, I've probably rambled a lot, and I'm sorry, but I hope that you guys had a just blessed and beautiful Thanksgiving today. And I hope that maybe, my words will help you to kind of reflect and be thankful for the things that when they did happen, it seemed at the time like it was the worst thing ever, but it turned out to be the very best, right? Okay, so with that being said, I wish you much love, and I'll try to do some videos as soon as I can, but understand tomorrow I'm going to be wrapped up in moving furniture and boxes. So think of me, right? Send me some positive juju, okay? Much love and light to all of you guys.